Won't you believe, my neighbor? Won't you believe? Could you please? Believe. My neighbor. Hi, neighbor. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Dope. All right, man, look. Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G. 3, September 12th. Whoops. All right, man, look. Let's get to the video. So, yeah, it's official. They agree. Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G, September 12th. Their third fight. The end of a trilogy. Barb. Black, 2 sugars. Barb. I'll never forget. We have a lot to talk about. Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G, 3, September 12th. They've already agreed for their third fight. Well, the first thing that jumps out is, hey, how about Billy Joe Saunders? What happened there? Are they still fighting and when? We heard May 2nd. Now they're talking about pushing it out due to the coronavirus, causing many delays and boxing matches getting pushed out. Okay. So you start thinking, is he already looking past Billy Joe Saunders? What if he loses against Billy Joe Saunders? There's no immediate rematch. There's no rematch clause or nothing like that. Or does he just think he's going to beat Billy Joe Saunders and he feels he can make this fight with Triple G? Well, let me set a little bit of clarity here. What Canelo Alvarez has is the power of the franchise title. You remember that. Canelo Alvarez can always have the big fights. That's what the franchise title is. See, he'll never lose from his spot. It's a designation, right? So Canelo Alvarez can lose against Billy Joe Saunders and he's still right there. He can't be toppled over. So he will always be able to have that Triple G fight, win, lose, or draw against Billy Joe Saunders. Here's the thing that concerns me a bit. If their fight isn't happening, I'm speaking of Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders. If their fight isn't happening May 2nd and it does in fact happen in July, then how about September? With Triple G, you'll find Canelo Alvarez in a Kovalev situation, fast turnaround. You'll find Canelo Alvarez in a Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder situation, a fast turnaround, and we see what happens there. Kovalev short turnaround didn't look like much against Canelo, did he? Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder fast turnaround, he didn't look like much against Tyson Fury, did he? Well, he actually performed far less greater against Tyson Fury the second fight than the first. But a lot had to do with Tyson Fury. With that said, though, Canelo Alvarez will have a short turnaround when it comes, if he were to fight Billy Joe Saunders in July and indeed has this fight with Triple G come September 12th. So you say July, August, September. That's like a 2-month turnaround. Not so good for Canelo Alvarez, is it? But let's discuss this also, the matchup itself. Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G. I've said many times when it comes to Triple G, you kind of feel like Canelo Alvarez means more to Triple G's career than Triple G means to Canelo Alvarez's career. Canelo Alvarez, though they both split the first fight, it was a draw, but many people feel that Triple G won. So to the boxing community, the first fight was a victory for Triple G. The second fight being a victory for Canelo Alvarez. And many of us seeing those two fights, we feel that we've seen everything. Canelo Alvarez tried to box Triple G. Triple G was looking better. In the second fight, Canelo Alvarez fought the Mexican style, which Triple G said that he had fighting more Mexican style than Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez met him in the middle of the ring, and it was Triple G who ended up boxing off his back foot. Canelo Alvarez, he took that fight. But that fight was even close itself. So you kind of feel that both of these boys, both of these boys are extremely close. Canelo Alvarez being the boxer the first time, Triple G being more of the slugger the first time, and then the second time, Canelo Alvarez being the slugger, Triple G being more of the boxer. Still the fight, these guys are so close. They're very similar, but Triple G is an aging fighter, so many people, I think, will feel that Canelo Alvarez will be the favorite here. Maybe even by KO. Why? Well, a lot is due to the last performance against Sergey Derevyanchenko, which I've said many times. You fight Triple G and make him go fight off his back foot, he doesn't look the best. You saw that happen with Danny Jacobs. You saw that happen with the second half of Danny Jacobs' fight. You saw that happen with Canelo Alvarez, their second fight, and you saw that happen with Sergey Derevyanchenko. Also, Canelo Alvarez, he beat Kovalev, and this is why this is significant. I remember when Andre Ward was trying to take on Triple G, that fight just didn't materialize. But then Andre Ward moved up and fought Kovalev, and many people were satisfied. Okay, he's taking on a bigger Triple G. Well, if he beats Kovalev, which the first fight was in question, the second fight he beat Kovalev, stopping Kovalev. But if he beats Kovalev, and seems like a bigger Triple G, then we all know what happened with Andre Ward against Triple G. That's how many people felt. Many people were satisfied at that moment. Canelo Alvarez, he fought Triple G twice already, and he beat Kovalev, so you feel like this third fight isn't really necessary. And have we ever seen this before? Canelo Alvarez, or, well, a younger, more in prime fighter, fighting an aging fighter multiple times. You kind of think of Riddick Bowe versus Evander Holyfield. The first fight was, man, that was a classic. Bowe being victorious. The second fight, Holyfield came back and won. The third fight is kind of like, you know, do people even think about that third fight with Riddick Bowe and Evander Holyfield? Riddick Bowe, I mean, on record, he won 2 out of the 3 fights. Holyfield didn't look like himself whatsoever, but neither did Riddick Bowe. But I don't want to compare Canelo Alvarez and Triple G to Riddick Bowe and Holyfield. They both kind of look like declining fighters a little bit, at least for that fight. Canelo Alvarez, he's still reaching his prime. He's only 39 years old. So when I think of Triple G and Canelo Alvarez, I kind of think of 2 fighters who fought multiple times, and one being substantially younger than the other. Rocky Marciano against Jersey Joe Walcott. They happened multiple times. Jersey Joe Walcott being an aging fighter. Rocky Marciano, Jersey Joe had a good fight the first time. Jersey Joe, didn't he knock down Rocky Marciano? Rocky Marciano beat him twice. I don't know if you want to say that. I mean, they only fought twice. Is that compared to Canelo Alvarez and Triple G, who's fighting 3 times? Well, let's look at Sandy Sadler against Willie Pep. Maybe that's more like it. Willie Pep being the more aging fighter than Sandy Sadler. Sandy Sadler beat him multiple times. Willie Pep beat him once. They fought 4 times. Something like that. But the point I'm trying to make is Triple G is an aging fighter, and I'm not expecting much out of this performance. Triple G, though, I think he's going to man up this fight. He's going to stand up this fight. This is a fight he's been begging for. You want to talk about sleepless nights? I'm not sure Triple G had many nights where he had a good rest after losing to Canelo Alvarez, especially in the fashion that he did. Him and his trainer, you know, they're splitting up. He's changing up his trainer, stuff like that. So Triple G, he's been thirsting for Canelo Alvarez. He's been wanting him since he lost. Actually, since even the first fight when they had the draw. This is more so for Triple G's legacy than Canelo Alvarez. So I'm going to end by saying this. There are many fights out there that I'd rather see outside of that, but I may be alone. I'd rather see Canelo Alvarez against Andre. I do. I'd rather see Canelo Alvarez against Charlo. I do. I'd rather see things I haven't seen before. I want to see Canelo Alvarez against Beterbiev. I do. I could take him against David Benavidez. Anything like that. Anything other than Triple G. But that may just be me. But that's the beauty of Canelo Alvarez. He can move up and down and have all these fights. He has more potential opponents than I think maybe anyone in boxing. I mean, he just can fight through 3 different weight classes. Middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight. But he's taking on Triple G September 12th. Here's the thing. Final answer, the fight is going to be entertaining. It's going to be entertaining that they're going to be throwing bombs out there, and I think someone's going to be stopped. And a stoppage is what we've been expecting for 2 fights now, and we didn't get it. So this third fight, I think is, you know, you're definitely going to get a stoppage, especially when Canelo Alvarez saw Sergey Derevyanchenko hurt Triple G to the body. Canelo Alvarez, he rips to the body like nobody's business. I think he's going to definitely feel very confident in doing that against Triple G. Let me know what you think in the comments below. ShowBizz, the dope. I feel this way, that this is pretty much a Canelo fight. Canelo must feel that Billy Joe Saunders is a given. I'd like to know what you all think in the comments below. Are you excited to see Triple G versus Canelo Alvarez 3? I feel like I've seen that fight many times, except for a knockdown. And Triple G is no longer in his prime. So let me know how you feel in the comments below. I'm out.